Peace and blessings. I had this thought yesterday, in bed, just before bed. I was having deep meditation, and I think prior to that I was watching something, and it was like the first 14 seconds of the man's video, and I was like, epiphany. And this is very well known information, but the breakdown of the information for me was so easy to digest. This is why I'm making this message. So, okay, I am protected in every way possible. I'm here, I'm guided in spirit and flesh. And the universe is me. I am the flesh here, having this 3D experience. My spirit is with me, guiding me also in a different dimension, but with me. That is the beginning of to say, he's incredible. And he really is. And I wrote this out yesterday. It was really small. And I think this is why I want to speak, because it was like 4 lines. And I was like, that's it. But I did write like, we are the love that keeps on giving. We are the gift that keeps on giving. Like every single day I find out something new that God put in place from before my time even existed. I'm just like, oh wow. Like you have to love something so much to put so much effort into it. And even me, that's why humans look at themselves like, we like, not saying that humans feel this, but this is why I understand how humans, because I'm old me, humans can feel shame. It's like you can't believe somebody can love you that much that you couldn't love the same way. It's like, how couldn't I, with the same species, rare to tear, that kind of analogy. Take it as you want it. If you didn't get it, you missed it. But in this experience, I'm in the physical. I'm always here feeling and sensing every single thing, and I'm actually seeing everything with my eyes, with my 3D eyes. And beyond me can be seen as well, through my spirit. Yeah, through my spirit. My soul's there. I ain't talking about any of this. I'm speaking about the universe. I'm speaking about these three. And the universe, or our higher selves, Holy Spirit, I would say my higher self is who we are always talking to. God, ourselves. We're speaking to ourselves because the universe is you and God is you. And this might be a conversation for another day. But you know where I'm going with it. And it's important that the way that you speak to yourself, even in the 3D, because that's where you're going to do it, in the mind and in flesh as well. But specifically in the 3D, it's important that you speak to yourself so beautifully. And it all comes down to like manifestation and, just speaking abundance into your life and speaking purity into your soul. We can get so easily caught up with being someone who speaks ill of themselves. And at that moment, when I had that realization, like, speak beautifully of yourself, I'll get there. It was like I had loads of raving moments of times or people who don't speak beautifully of themselves, and it actually shows. What you feel shows. What you think shows. On your flesh, on your body, on your face. Yeah? And I saw everyone around me saying all these horrible things to themselves, and the universe reacting to it and what they look like now. And I sat in my bed and I manifested. Hey, the way that I don't think I even went to sleep for another hour. I said, huh? The way I've been talking to myself? That programming, that person who put you through a whole leap of rubbish, you are not a victim to that story. You are not a victim to that story. Yeah, the love that she has for self. And this is what we've got to start pushing out into the universe for these people to know, for these young people to know, for these for these unknown people to know, these unknowners, unknowingers, they need to know. And you don't have to do it on some, oh, follow this, follow that. Well, for me personally, I can't do that. I'm not there yet. But it's still very important to express what you know for others to receive a message that they might be in need of. And it's just beautiful. The realization is just so beautiful. In a sense, you could look at it like you're the one guiding your higher self based on it not having the physical experience, yet it is having the physical experience, being that it's inside of you internally. There's so much interconnectedness. And this is why I love the spider and the web, because the way that it just intertwines and it's just all built to be a humongous, beautiful home, space, sanctuary for the insect, where he does everything. And even the caterpillar, the butterfly, it's just so interconnected. It's all intertwined into one. It's all meant to be. It's all supposed to be that way. It's all inevitable. So it's like, some could say the blind leading the blind. Maybe that's where that saying comes from, really. Yeah, and I'm not looking at it in a negative way just because I might be speaking it in a way that you are picking up to be negative. That is something that you need to deal with. I'm looking at it in the most beautiful way. If I always speak, I don't know why I just had a tap on mid-convo and start doing cleaning. If I always speak in this like beautiful manner, like always manifesting beautiful words, saying nicest things to myself every single day, ignoring my brain, yeah, my thoughts that are trying to, but hold on, but ignoring that and saying what I think. Like even before I even picked up my phone, the last thought I had on it, I was a child. My favorite memories that I have, I spent time in nature, in the field that we lived amongst in my first home. And even then, I had this skill, I had this power. Even then I had this skill, I had this power, and I would walk around and I would speak so highly of myself. I'm a doctor. I'm amazing. I'm the fastest athlete. I am nature's queen. I am going to fix this snail. I'm going to fix this snail. This snail is not going to cough anymore. The way I used to speak, yeah, it's like, it doesn't matter what I'm talking about. I am speaking bliss into everything I'm doing. I used to every day look after my dad like I was a doctor because I wanted to be a doctor, and I used to speak it. I used to every day focus on my running skills because I wanted to be an athlete. I wanted to run in the Olympics as a child all the time. So I was always in sports clothes, or I was always doing some sort of exercise. I used to always take care of the snails and the slugs and the worms in the field that we used to live amongst. So I used to always speak life into them, and they would have nests that I would build, and they would all be housed together. I don't think that's even how it's supposed to be. But I'd make it work. Speaking that beauty into my life, speaking that beauty into my hands, speaking that beauty into my mind. I made it work every single time. And that's what we're getting back to. And that's what I started my day off with. And I just want to say love, peace, and abundance. Ashe.